Good morning all. In this video, I am explaining the step-by-step procedure by which a dog-legged staircase can be drawn. So here you should start with drawing a rough freehand sketch of a dog-legged staircase. So for this purpose, we should first read the question. So in the question, it's given that the floor-to-floor distance in between the staircase is 3000 millimeter or 3 meter, and you can assume some values. I have already discussed about this, just like for a step, how much rise you should provide and how much tread you should provide, all of this. So here we can assume a rise of 15 centimeter and a tread of 30 centimeter. So you can also assume that in a single flight you are providing up to 11 number of steps only, and considering these facts you should plan the staircase first. So I am drawing a freehand sketch first. So in this way I can arrange the steps, just some steps. I am not considering the number of steps, and you should simply add the slab on which the steps are resting, and after that there should be some steps on the second flight also, and it will reach up to the next floor. So here the floor to floor distance is given as 3 meters. So this distance should be 3000 millimeter. Okay, and here first you should calculate how much steps will be there altogether. So for this purpose I have already explained you should divide 3000 millimeter divided by 150 millimeter. So you are getting 20 number of steps, and you should arrange that 20 number in between two flights like this. So in one flight, in a single flight, there should be 10 number of steps, and it's okay because it is less than 11. So here in this way, starting from here and going like this, you should reach here. So up to this there should be 10 number of steps. Okay, and after that here also this much steps, it should be 10 in number. So in that way you should arrange, and here one step is getting modified into a landing, and here one step is getting modified into the floor itself. So here this floor and this landing is having its own rise. You should notice, it is an important fact, this landing and this floor is having its own rise. So you should count them also a step. You should count this landing and this floor is also a step because it is having its own rise. So while counting the number of steps, you should count this also, this landing also, and this floor also. Then only you will get the exact number of steps. So after this drawing freehand, you should draw the plan also. So here it is a plan of the staircase, and by considering this you should design the stair room. I have already discussed about this, and now you should watch how to plan the drawing of a stair room. So here first you should assume the width of a step. Width of a step means the dimension that is going inside this paper. Okay, and it can be assumed as 1 meter for a simple residence. And here it should be like this, 1 meter and 1 meter, and in between this you can provide a spacing, because especially for a high-rise building, once you climb on the staircase and look down, then you can see a gap, and this gap is provided for ventilation purpose and all. And for simple residence, we need not provide this gap, but you can provide it also, and you can assume it has some 10 centimeter or something. So here we are getting 0.1 meter. Okay, so in this way you will get a 1 meter plus 1 meter plus 0.1 meter, so 2.1 meter. Here it will be 2.1 meter, and let's see how much it will be in length. Here, since it is 1 meter, here also you should provide 1 meter, because I have already told you that a landing is nothing but a modified step. So here, once you are providing 1 meter width, here also you should provide 1 meter. So in this way you are getting the distance 1 meter. And now it comes to the steps. Here in plan view, that means if you are cutting at the sea level and looking down, then you will see the treads only. So here the rises are not visible, but treads you can see. Okay, how much lines will be there? Here exactly, this is also a step. So here one step, this is a landing, and this is also a step. So here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 and 10. Okay, 10 number of steps. After that 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, and it will also 10. Okay, here these two points are having the same elevation, so it is 10. And after that 10 is 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19, then 20. What will be the 20th will be the floor itself. Here this floor, here it got extended somewhat up to here, so here I should extend this like this. Okay, now it's simply a line sketch, so I need not consider this and all. So it will go like this. Okay, whatever it is. So you should plan it like this. Here this represents this region. Okay, this next floor, and it is the flooring of this next floor, and it is no longer a step, but you should consider it as a step, because it is having a rise. And in this way you can decide how many lines here should be. So in these lines, or among these lines, some of the lines need to be drawn in a dotted way, and the remaining lines should be in bold lines. So let's discuss how many lines should be bold and how many remaining lines should be dotted. Here I have already told you, we are cutting it on the sill level. Here if there is a window, then it should be somewhat here, and you know the level of a sill on the window. Here we have already drawn, it is somewhat 2.1 meter or 2 meter or something, and you can assume it as 1 meter. Okay, and here you are getting a height of 1.1 meter or 1 meter or something like that. So once you cut along this level and look down, then you will see how many treads, 1 2 3 4 5, in that way it will go. So I can calculate the number, because the height of a rise is 15 centimeters. So 15 into here it is 1.1 meter. Okay, so 1.1 meter means 1.1 into 100. Okay, that much centimeter. So that divided by 15, and that will come 1.1 into 100 divided by 15. It will be some some 7.33. So there should be 7.33 number of steps. That means 7 number of steps will be there, and remaining this much will be there. But this step, for this step, the thread is not visible. So here you should draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In that way, 7 steps, and that much lines should be bold. Here we are going upward in this direction. So here you should draw a line showing the direction in which you are climbing the stair. Okay, that you can do at the end. It is need not be drawn in the rough sketch. Okay, I have just told it. That's all. And now you should draw the bold lines. Here we have already calculated. It is coming around 7 or something. So that will vary based on your height of the sea level. Okay, and that much lines should be bold, and the remaining lines are drawn on the upper portion. So since it's not visible in the downward direction, still it's there. So you should draw that also, but in a dotted way. Okay, so the remaining lines will be in dotted way, and now you can simply calculate the length. Here it is 30 centimeter. It is the thread, and the number of threads is coming as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 10 number of 30 centimeter threads. So it will come 10 into 30, which is equal to 300 centimeter. So this 300 centimeter plus this 100 centimeter, it will come 400 centimeter or 4 meter. So the dimensions of the stair room that you should provide in the plan of the building, it should be 4 meter by 2.1 meter. Okay, now in that way you can plan the stair room also. So, and based on this rough freehand sketch, you can plan the entire drawing. So here you should roughly calculate the entire dimension of the entire figure. So here it will come, we have already given that it is 3 meter. Okay, and here we have calculated it is 2.1 meter, and definitely here there should be some spacing in between these two figures to label and all, and it will come around roughly calculate around this much, around half of this much. Okay, so half of this much means it will be 1 meter in our scale. Okay, some 1 meter or something. So here the total height required, or the total vertical dimension required, will be 3 plus 2, 5. Okay, 5 plus 1, 6. So roughly it will be some 6 meters in the vertical dimension. So here in actual field you are having 6 meter dimension, and let's go to the drawing sheet. Here we are having 30 centimeter plus some 40 centimeters available in the vertical direction. So here you can simply utilize this 40 centimeter for drawing a 6 meter figure. Okay, so how much it will be the scale? Here 40 centimeter divided by this 6 meter, that means 600 centimeter. Okay, it will be 1:15. So with a 1:15 you can draw the entire figure, but if you are drawing with the 1:15, then the ends of these figures will be touching the margins, and it will not look like good, because here there should be some spacing and all. So better you can take a scale which is somewhat lesser compared to this 1 by 1/5. So better it should be some 1 by 20 or something. Even if you are taking 1 by 15, then also you can draw the figure, but it's also recommended, but better you provide some spacing at the bottom and top, because here you should draw the enlarged view of a single step, that and all. So better there should be some space, otherwise it will look like congested. So I am taking 1:20, and it's okay if you are taking 1 by 15 also. Then by 1 by 20 or 1:20 I can start drawing. So with this scale I should list out all the dimensions on our drawing sheet. So here, if you are providing 1:20, then how much it will be, this 2.1 meter. So 2.1 means 210 centimeter. Okay, 210 centimeter into 1 by 20. It will be 10.5 centimeter. Okay, so 10.5 centimeter line should be drawn in the vertical direction. So that is how I should start. So here I am utilizing the entire drawing sheet. So I should start from the very bottom portion. So here it is the bottom portion of this paper. So I should start from here. And here I can draw a vertical line with a dimension of 10.5. Okay. So 10.5, it will be this much. And after that, I should draw a 4 meter horizontal line. Here 4 meter means 400 centimeter. So 400 into 1 by 20 should be 20 centimeter. Okay. So 20 centimeter I can draw like this. Okay. After that I should draw the line here also. Then I should divide this entire length. So here it should be 1 meter. So 1 meter on the field, it will be 1 meter or 100 centimeter. Okay. It will be 1 by 20th of this 100. That means 5. So you should provide 5 centimeter for 1 meter. Okay. Here I am providing 5 centimeter for 1 meter. And now I am drawing this line. Now all these lines should be light. You can use H pencil or 2H pencil or something because these should be erased away at the end. So here I should cut it into 30 centimeter lines. So here 30 centimeter means 30 into 1 by 20. It will be 1.5 centimeter. Okay, so I should mark 1.5 centimeters just like this. 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9. In that way I should mark, and I should draw all these lines vertically like this. Okay, in this way I will get those lines and I can finish it. So in this way it will be. Now after that you should decide the middle point. Okay, here for 1 meter we have already calculated there should be 5 centimeter. Okay, so up to here it is 5 centimeter, and up to here again is 5 centimeter. So okay, so it should be the middle line. Now here there should be a 10.5 centimeter. Okay, but here it is 10 only, so here there should be 0.5 distance, and in that way I can draw the plan. And this is how you should get the plan of this stair room. And after this you should label the dimensions and all, then label the names of the parts, just like a tread, rise, etc. And after that you should go up to the elevation. So here you should extend all the lines available in plan. So you should clearly watch how it should be done. So in this way all these lines should have exact construction lines upward. So in this way you can construct it upward, and after that what you should do, you simply draw a horizontal line. Okay, here you should start with drawing a horizontal line like this. Okay, and after drawing this, what you should do, this horizontal line is considered as the ground floor, and from this ground floor you should start the first step. So here the first step means this line. Okay, so this line you can simply draw from this construction lines. So here I am having a construction line, so here I should take how much length for this line. Here I know it's a tread, so a tread is having a dimension of 15 centimeters. So 15 into 1 by 20, it will be 0.75 centimeters. So on the drafter scale I should select 0.75 centimeter and draw the first rise. After that the first tread. So we have already calculated the tread, we are already given with the construction line for the next rise. Okay, so up to the next rise you can simply draw a line, and definitely to touch the construction line. So this point you can mark, and from this point you should start the next rise, and it should be 0.75 centimeter, and in that way you can make the next tread like this. So up to this construction line, here there is a construction line, it may not be visible in the video, but it's there, and here you will get the corner point, and in this way you can complete the 2 number of steps, and after that you need not take the dimensions and all. You can simply make the edge of the scale touching the corners. Okay, in this way you can fix the drafter, and after that simply you can draw a construction line here. Okay, and all the corners will meet this construction line. Here we are getting exact points on which the corners of the steps should be. And here also you can draw these construction lines by making the edge of the rafter scales touching the corners. Here I can simply extend it like this. And now what you should do, now the procedure is really easy. You should simply draw these lines like this. Okay. So 2 points I am available like this. Here I can mark the points. The both of these construction lines are touching or meeting at this point, and these points should be connected by horizontal lines like this. Like this it will get connected, and in the vertical direction also you should cut it. You should connect it like this. Okay. So like this it will get connected. So in this way so here you consider it's a landing. Okay, so here you should extend it. This length should be extended. And now let's see where you should provide the baseline or the edge of the slab. Here we know the stair is resting on a slab, and there should be the edge of the slab drawn. Here the slab thickness can be taken as some 10 centimeter in field. I think it's not given in the question, but the figure that I have given along with the question is not marked the thickness of the slab on which the steps are resting. So here you can simply take it from the question figure just by simply considering the scale of that figure, or you should find out the scale of the figure, and then you can simply decide the thickness of that slab. But here I am giving you it as 10 centimeters, so 10 into 1 by 20, 1 divided by 20, that means 0.5. You can take a 0.5 centimeter thickness. Okay, here you should make it parallel to the construction line, and you should take a 0.5 centimeter. Okay, just like a 0.5 centimeter here, and then you should draw a line like this. Okay, now this will be the edge of the slab on which the steps are resting. Now it will really look very confusing, because it is having all the construction lines and actual lines and everything. So here on your figure the construction lines should be better drawn by using some H2H or 3H pencil. Then only you can easily erase it. I have already told you, but for the time being I am using the same pencil, so it will look like somewhat confusing, but you should erase away all the construction lines time to time. Okay, now in this way, you know, the slab thickness I have already told it is 10 centimeter. Okay, so here the landing is also a slab. Okay, landing at the same time it's a slab, and at the same time it's acting just like a step also. So here the thickness should be provided only this 0.5 centimeter. Okay, so 0.5 centimeter only should be the thickness. So here what should I do? I should take that thickness and draw the bottom edge. Okay, like this, and that edge will meet this line at this point. Okay, and after that I can go to the next flight. So here for the next flight you should extend the construction lines starting from here. So fortunately these lines coincides. Here it is a first flight and it is a second flight. So on both these flights, the corners of the steps are coming on the same straight line. So the same construction line can be extended somewhat upward for drawing the second flight also. So here on the second flight also, you are having steps, and that you can do by using the same procedure that you have adopted for drawing the first step. Okay, and here we are having the construction lines, and based on those construction lines you can simply start. Here there should be one rise. Okay, and it will extend up to this point, and because the length is how much, 0.75. Okay, 0.75 centimeter, and after that I should draw 1.5 centimeter, and definitely it will touch the construction line. Okay, and from that construction line you should take again 0.75 centimeter. Okay, and after that you should draw the 1.5 centimeter thread, and it will touch the next construction line. Okay, here there are construction lines, but since it is very light, it's not visible on the video. Okay, that's already I have told you. Now what should I do? Simply by using the same procedure, I can connect the two corners by a construction line. Okay, here also these two corners can be connected by a construction line. So here you are getting two construction lines like this. So I am making the lines bold, but you should be drawing in a light line. Okay, for visibility I have made it somewhat darker, and from here you should draw what you have done during the first flight. Okay, so simply you can connect these points. Here I am having vertical construction lines, so within seconds I can finish the drawing of the steps. So like this you should proceed, and in that way you can draw. So while reaching up to the last line, here you should modify the step into a floor. Okay, it will go like this, and here also the floor thickness is how much? You should provide 0.5 centimeter. Okay, or yes, you can take this 0 centimeter as the floor thickness, and here you should draw a line like this. Okay, and that line will touch. Here also you should draw the edge of the slab. Okay, edge of the slab will be somewhat 0.5 centimeter. Okay, 0.5 centimeter away from this construction line. Okay, so that line also should be drawn like this. Okay, and that line will touch this point at this point. So up to this, what should be there? Up to this slab should be there. So after this, sorry, it's not a 0.5 centimeter. It's the slab thickness is 10 centimeter. Okay, so 10 into 1:20. Okay, that's 0.5 centimeter. Okay, so you should draw 0.5 centimeter slab, and it will meet the bottom portion of the second floor at this point. So it will extend away like this. So in that way it will meet here. Okay, this line will get erased away. Okay, this line will get erased away. So definitely it can go up to this point. Okay, and in that way you can finish the steps. Here here it will not be the steps. Here the steps should be here. So once you draw the entire figure, then only you can reach up to the height properly. Okay, here this should be the line. Okay, in that way it should go. So here it will be like this. So it will go like this, and you will get the 5 centimeter here. So here it should be. In this way you should make the slab thickness and the thickness of the slab on which the steps are. So in this way you can finish the drawing of the steps, and after that you should erase away all the vertical construction lines and the sloped construction lines, and then you will get a skeletal view or a skeletal structure of the entire image. And here you should take the necessary steps, just like take a 5 centimeter distance for the landing, and here it's available from the construction line. From the vertical construction line you can simply take the distance here, and you can simply make it like this, and the nearby wall is available in elevation, so that also you should draw. And after that what you should do is simply you can make the balusters, and you can provide the handrails with the same slope. And if you are using the drafter, then the same slope you can set, and a number of lines can be drawn just for the handrail, the construction lines and all, the slab and all. Okay, so after that what you should do is simply here you are having a foundation structure for the slab. Okay, so for the loads of the steps are coming on the slab, and after that from the slab it will go to the foundation. And here the details are given on the along with the question. After drawing the required necessary parts, just like the handrail, baluster, the reinforcements and all, you can simply complete this figure. And here also you should provide the distance between the handrails. Here the distance between the handrails is somewhat how much it is. We have taken 10 centimeter. Okay, 10 centimeter means 10 divided by 20. It is 0.5 centimeter. Okay, so 0.5 centimeter here you should provide. That means 0.25 along this direction and 0.25 along this direction. So this gap should be provided in plan. So in plan, once I am drawing the handrail, I should draw it like this. Here it will go like this. Okay, and here I can cut it like this, and I should make it into a double line. And how much will be the thickness of this double line? How much will be the spacing in between those double lines? Here this should be a double line. It should not be a single line, but it should be a double line. Okay, how to find the dimension of or the spacing of this double line? It is given that the diameter of the tube that we have used for the handrail is somewhat 5 centimeter. Okay, so for 5 centimeter, how much it will be on paper? 5 into 1 by 20. 1 by 20, that's 1 by 4 or 0.25 centimeter. Okay, so 0.25 centimeter should be the thickness of this line. Okay, so 0.25 centimeter you should, it will be this much. Okay, so that much dimension you should measure using the scale, and then only you should draw. Here I have drawn without measurement, so this line is not the actual line. It will come somewhat up to here. Okay, so In that way you should make it into a double line, and you should finish it. Then you should add the arrow mark to show the direction of climbing the stair. Okay, and then you should erase all these lines and make the necessary dotted lines and bold lines, and after that you should draw the dimensions, then label it. That and all you can simply do, and you should decide a different scale. There should be some higher scale for drawing the extended view of the, or the enlarged view of the single step. So for this purpose you should use an increased scale, just like 1:10 or 1:5, or you should decide whether 1:5 is okay or not, because that will depend upon the space available on your drawing sheet. So if 1:5 is not okay, then definitely you can use 1:10 for drawing the enlarged view of the single step, and that you can do simply by considering the figure that I have given along with the question. So okay, in that way you can finish the drawing of the entire dog-legged staircase. In that way, from the given figure you can take the dimensions and complete the entire figure. But here one thing you should notice is that here some of the dimensions are not given in the question, just like for example this dimension is not given, and this dimension, that means this dimension is not given, and this dimension is not given. So in such situations, let's see what you should do. Here you can draw this beam, the cross section of this beam at here, just like this. That you can simply draw because all the dimensions are given, 20 by 25. That's okay. But in the case of this portion, you need find out these dimensions first. Then only you can decide in which dimension you should draw it here. So for this purpose, let's see what you should do. So first of all, you should take a dimension which is given. So for example, I am taking this dimension. It is 20. It is given as 20 centimeter. So I should measure how much distance they have taken for drawing this 20 centimeter. You notice I should measure how much distance they have taken for drawing this 20 centimeter. Here it is 0.5 centimeter. Okay, so with the 0.5 centimeter they have drawn a 20 centimeter line. Okay, so now I can measure this length. It is coming around 1.4. okay, 1.4 centimeter. So 1.4 centimeter I want to find out how much will be the exact dimension. So here for 0.5 centimeter it's 20 centimeter, and for 1.4 centimeter how much it will be? 20 into 1.4 divided by 0.5. So in that way you can calculate 20 into 1.4 divided by 0.5. That means 56. Okay, now I found out that the actual dimension of this length or this line should be 56 centimeter. Okay, so now what should I do? So for drawing a 56 centimeter line, how much length I should take on my drawing sheet? You know, on my drawing sheet I am having a scale of 1:20. Okay, so 1 centimeter on my drawing sheet means, that means 1 centimeter on my drawing sheet means 20 centimeter actual. So how much centimeter on my drawing sheet is required for drawing a 56 centimeter actual length? So here also I can cross multiply 56 into 1 divided by 20. That means 56 into 20 divided by 1. So that is 56 into 1 divided by 20. Okay, 56 into 1 divided by 20. That is 56 into 1 divided by 20. That is 2.8. Okay, so 2.8 centimeter is to be taken on my drawing sheet for drawing this line. So here first I should make this distance. So this distance also you should calculate in the same way. So here you can measure the length they have taken for drawing this much dimension. So by taking this dimension, you should find out, you should convert it into actual dimension, and from that actual dimension you can convert it into the dimension required on your drawing sheet by multiplying it with your scale 1 by 20. Okay, in that way you can find out this dimension, then draw this one. After that, find this dimension and draw this line. After that, draw this line in this direction and then move upward. Then definitely it will automatically touch us here by drawing a vertical line. So in that way you can draw it. Then this thickness, this is the floor thickness of the ground floor, that you can, this is the thickness of the flooring only. So that you can also find out. It is not given. If it's not given, then you can simply take it and do the necessary steps. Then you will get the dimension required on your drawing sheet. Then you can draw this two lines and you can hatch it just like this, and then you can draw the wall. Wall thickness usually we provide some 20 centimeters, so that you can take directly and draw that. After that, these reinforcement details I have in detail I have explained in the last video, and by using that you can simply draw these reinforcements. For reinforcement purpose, you should draw only a single straight line. Single straight lines can be drawn for showing each reinforcement, and this nosing, it can be provided or not provided, that's okay, whatever. Nosing means these are the projections from the thread. And after that you can draw these dots represents the reinforcements that are going inside the paper. Okay, so after that you can simply take the dimensions of the balusters. That's directly given 80 centimeter. So convert it into our scale 80 into 1 by 20, and you will get the dimension record on your drawing sheet. And after that you should draw the balusters. Then you can draw the handrails, and in that way you can finish all this elevation. And after that you can usually draw this enlarged view also, and this view need not be drawn on your drawing sheet. And that's all about the drawing of a RCC stair, dog-legged RCC staircase.